Hello everyone and welcome to my Y&R Insider 24 update channel. Adam vs Billy, Jack's cryptic message, and Victor's new deal spoilers for Tuesday, October 28, 2025, from The Young and the Restless are in. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Victor Newman to make a new deal. A cryptic message is sent to Jack Abbott. Additionally, Adam Newman overextends Billy Abbott. Continue reading. And now let's talk about the upcoming CBS soap opera episode. Make sure to check out our weekly Y&R spoilers, here. Phyllis Summers' proposition. Let's start off with Phyllis Summers. The redhead will continue her risky plan, despite Danny's anxiety over that text message. This is an all-or-nothing situation because Phyllis hasn't really had anyone or anything in a while. Under normal circumstances, Danny might mention it to Christine Blair, but it's too close to the wedding. Read more, find out what transpired in the most recent Y&R episode. The surprising deal of Victor Newman at the Newman Ranch. Phyllis will show up to talk to Victor. The patriarch will wonder what the annoying redhead will have to say. However, as soon as Phyllis mentions stealing the AI program, his eyes and ears light up. Kane's head was convinced by Phyllis that Victor must have stolen it. Now Phyllis is going to pressure Victor into making a deal with her. She imagines that it will provide her with everything she has ever desired. However, money is pretty useless if you have nobody in your life to share it with. At least, that is what the soaps have taught us. Victor will make an unexpected deal. However, Phyllis and Victor are both opportunists and manipulators. Therefore, let's see if either of them can adhere to the agreement's terms. Jack Abbott's cryptic message. According to the spoilers for Tuesday, October 28 of The Young and the Restless, Jack Abbott will receive a mysterious message. We know from a weekly preview clip that Kane tries to urgently warn Jack and Diane Jenkins Abbott. However, they are unsure whether to trust Kane. Read this spoiler for The Young and the Restless. Sharon's perilous search for Noah takes a dark turn. Tuesday, October 28, 2025. Adam will also engage Billy in combat with fans. When the two men get fierce, Billy suddenly punches Adam right in the face. When Chelsea Lawson enters, she looks horrified at Billy before noticing Adam lying on the floor. However, this might not be all on Billy. Adam is very good at getting under people's skin, so stay tuned. On Tuesday, October 28, 2025, which storyline is most anticipated by you? Write down your thoughts in the box below. Remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. Victor makes a deal that nobody expected. What's next on The Young and the Restless? Victor Newman is played by Eric on The Young and the Restless Image, CBS. Victor. He's to the top of the business world because he knows when and where to strike a deal. His contracts may benefit the other side, but ultimately, Victor's deals benefit him. On Tuesday's show, watch for Victor to strike an unexpected arrangement with someone in Genoa City. Is it possible that Kane and the AI, artificial intelligence, program that Phyllis currently has anything to do with his new arrangement? Phyllis and Victor have shared some serious conversations as of late. She is not afraid to confront the mogul or attempt to negotiate with him. Message to Jack. Peter Bergman plays Jack Abbott on The Young and the Restless Image, CBS. On Tuesday's show, watch for Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, to receive a cryptic message. What does this possibly indicate? Is the AI software going to attack Jabot Cosmetics? Or is Jack going to get a message about a loved one who's either living in Genoa City or who's not in town? Jack isn't prone to reacting in haste in most situations. He will probably try to verify whatever this message is before doing anything. If a loved one, however, is in jeopardy, Jack will no doubt do what he needs to do to protect his loved ones. And in this corner. On The Young and the Restless, Jason Thompson portrays Billy and Mark portrays Adam. The feud between Billy Abbott and Adam Newman will likely never go away. Although Adam's car collision with Delia was a terrible accident, Billy will always remember it. It is in the front of his mind, too. How could it not be? Although the two may occasionally come to an agreement, they will always carry the events that transpired between them. Watch out for Adam to push Billy too far on Tuesday's show. How will Billy react? On CBS and Paramount Plus during the week, You can watch all new episodes of The Young and the Restless. Introduction: A Day of Reckonings in Genoa City. In the world of The Young and the Restless, Tuesday, October 28, 2025, promises to be a pivotal day. The episode pivots around three interconnected stories: Victor Newman's cunning New Deal, Jack Abbott's mysterious message, and the escalating feud between Adam and Billy. The soap's central themes of power, legacy, love, betrayal, and redemption are addressed in each storyline. Every major character in Genoa City is at a crossroads as the dust settles. Victor Newman demonstrates that age has not dulled his sharp instincts. Phyllis Summers continues to gamble her future on high-stakes manipulation, and the Abbott and Newman clans once more find themselves on a collision course. The hour teems with suspense, emotional tension, and moral ambiguity, hallmarks of The Young and the Restless at its finest. 2. Phyllis Summers' proposition: The gamble of desperation. Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, enters this episode not as the seductress or schemer of old, but as a woman fighting against irrelevance. She is restless and alone after years of betrayal, heartbreak, and unsuccessful endeavors. When she walks into the Newman ranch to confront Victor, she isn't just seeking leverage, she's seeking validation. Danny's hesitation in response to her enigmatic text highlights how volatile Phyllis has become. In addition to stealing an AI program, her risky plan aims to demonstrate that she can still outwit the people around her. Phyllis, in terms of soap operas, thrives in chaos, but this time the chaos may consume her. Phyllis's blindness and brilliance are shown in her decision to coerce Victor into making a deal. She is of the opinion that joining hands with the most powerful man in Genoa City will, in the end, strengthen her legacy. But Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, doesn't make deals, he makes traps. Every arrangement he enters has an ulterior motive, and his curiosity about the AI program signals that he sees potential not only in the technology but in the leverage it offers against his rivals. Phyllis thinks she's playing chess in her head. She may in fact be a pawn in Victor's game plan. She could lose everything due to her tragic flaw of hubris. Yet her persistence and sharp intuition also make her one of Genoa City's most compelling anti-heroes. 3. Victor Newman's surprising deal: The Master of Manipulation returns. Victor Newman has built an empire by outsmarting adversaries who underestimate him. The most recent episode shows how powerful he has always been. Victor is always 2 steps ahead of the competition in the business world, even as AI and digital warfare take over. His initial reaction to Phyllis' allegations and insinuations is one of amusement. But when she mentions the stolen AI program, something changes. Typical Newman cue: Victor's eyes and ears perk up, indicates that he has discovered a new weapon to exploit. Whether the program belongs to Jabot, Chancellor Winters, or a shadowy third party, Victor's instinct tells him that information equals power. His unexpected deal with Phyllis is more than just a partnership, it's also a clever way to divert attention. While he appears to offer cooperation, Victor is almost certainly using the situation to gather intel. He will use Phyllis' weaknesses, loneliness, pride, and recklessness to accomplish his goals. This plotline captures a timeless Y&R theme: power as a double-edged sword. Victor has equated control with survival for decades. Yet his empire has cost him countless relationships. As he continues to strike beneficial deals, the show subtly questions whether Victor's empire building is a testament to genius or an addiction he cannot escape. 4. Jack Abbott's cryptic message: Shadows over Jabot. Across town, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, faces his own mystery. The cryptic message he receives could signify many things: a corporate threat, a personal betrayal, or a danger to someone he loves. Such messages are not new to Jack. He's lived through hostile takeovers, family implosions, and endless battles with Victor. But this message carries a different weight, one that may intertwine with the AI storyline. The mention of Kane's warning adds intrigue. Jack and Diane are correct to question Kane Ashby's motives, as his credibility has always been questionable. Still, if the message involves the AI software or a plot against Jabot, ignoring it could prove disastrous. Jack's methodical nature contrasts sharply with Victor's impulsive ruthlessness. Where Victor strikes deals, Jack seeks truth. His control is both his greatest strength and his greatest threat. In a world driven by deception, careful deliberation can sometimes mean coming in second. Jack's cryptic message might also symbolize something deeper, a reckoning with the ghosts of his past. The Abbott family has endured tragedy, scandal, and corporate sabotage. The AI threat could be a metaphor for the uncontrollable forces that haunt Jack: technology replacing humanity, ambition outpacing morality, and legacy slipping through his grasp. As the episode unfolds, fans can expect Jack to investigate the message quietly, perhaps with Diane's help. Yet if history is any guide, Jack's calm demeanor won't last long once the truth comes out. V. Adam Newman vs. Billy Abbott, old wounds, new violence. Few rivalries in the Y&R universe are as enduring or as tragic as Adam Newman's, Mark Grossman, and Billy Abbott's, Jason Thompson, conflict. Their history is soaked in guilt and grief, anchored by one devastating event, the death of Billy's daughter Delia. Though the tragedy was accidental, Billy's pain never healed. Every time he looks at Adam, he sees a reminder of what he lost. Conversely, Adam sees in Billy the embodiment of judgment, a man who will never forgive him no matter how much he changes. Tuesday's episode pushes this emotional powder keg to its breaking point. When Adam provokes Billy, perhaps through cruel words, manipulative behavior, or smug defiance, Billy finally snaps, punching Adam squarely in the face. Although shocking, the violence is inevitable. Both men are fueled by unresolved trauma. Billy's temper has always been his Achilles heel, while Adam's talent for pushing buttons ensures that every confrontation escalates. Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, enters the scene at the worst possible moment. Her horrified reaction reflects not just fear for Adam but deep disappointment in Billy. Chelsea, once caught between these two men, knows firsthand how destructive their rivalry can be. Her presence could become a turning point either as a peacemaker or as the next emotional casualty in their war. Thematically, the fight between Adam and Billy embodies the young and the restless fascination with cycles of revenge. Despite moments of reconciliation, their shared history ensures that neither man can truly move forward. The writers continue to explore whether redemption is possible when pain runs that deep or whether some wounds are simply too profound to heal. 6. The AI program, technology as a catalyst for human drama. While the AI program may seem like a mere plot device, it actually reflects Y&R's evolving commentary on modern power struggles. For decades, the series centered on business empires built on manufacturing and cosmetics. Genoa City's elite are now engaged in a battle for control of data, algorithms, and digital influence as technology permeates every facet of life. Phyllis's theft of the AI program blurs ethical lines. She's not stealing money or trade secrets, she's stealing intelligence, a symbol of the future. This storyline modernizes the corporate intrigue that has long defined the show, adding a contemporary edge without sacrificing emotional depth. The AI narrative also serves as a metaphor for human behavior. Just as artificial intelligence learns and adapts, so too do characters like Victor, Phyllis, and Jack. Yet their programming, ambition, pride, vengeance remains fundamentally flawed. The show invites viewers to question whether humans are truly in control of their creations or their destinies. 7. The interconnected web, power, trust, and betrayal. The genius of this episode lies in the manner in which these three storylines, Adam versus Billy, connect below the surface. The AI program links Victor, Phyllis, and possibly Jack through overlapping motives. The Abbotts and Newmans, longtime rivals, find their conflicts reignited by technological and emotional warfare. The theme of trust runs through every subplot, Phyllis gambling on Victor's word, Jack debating whether to trust Kane, and Billy losing trust in himself after striking Adam. In each case, trust proves both necessary and dangerous. Alliances are formed out of convenience rather than loyalty. Every character believes they're acting out of self-preservation, yet each decision draws them deeper into moral compromise. 8. Character arcs and emotional stakes. Phyllis Summers, the woman who can't stop fighting. Phyllis represents the eternal Y&R paradox, ambitious yet lonely, brilliant yet self-destructive. Her storyline in this episode marks another chapter in her ongoing struggle between redemption and ruin. By challenging Victor, she risks both personal and professional annihilation. But in true Phyllis fashion, She'd rather crash and burn than fade away. Victor Newman, the king who can't relinquish his throne. Victor's decision to strike an unexpected deal underscores his inability to rest. Even surrounded by wealth and family, he cannot resist the thrill of power. His interactions with Phyllis show a rare vulnerability, curiosity masked by control. Yet as always, Victor's compassion, if it exists, is conditional. Jack Abbott, the legacy keeper. Jack's story is quieter but no less profound. The cryptic message challenges not just his intellect but his sense of purpose. As Jabbo's patriarch, he carries the weight of his family's legacy. The threat implied by the message could test both his leadership and his bond with Diane. Adam Newman, the outsider. Adam continues to be defined by his ongoing conflict with Billy and, by extension, with himself. He craves acceptance yet sabotages it at every turn. His provocations toward Billy reveal a self-destructive pattern. If he can't be forgiven, he'd rather be hated. Billy Abbott, the rebel broken-hearted. Billy's violence in this episode is both shocking and tragic. It shows that despite therapy, love, and self-reflection, he remains haunted by grief. He doesn't just punch Adam, he also hits fate, himself, and the universe that took his daughter.